station. Dial it in on your TV station. Heed the call, the escalation. This is your radio salvation. Go, 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 go.
It's a Discus Lariat.
The huge suplex.
And we are live from Go Live Vegas in the heart of Las Vegas, Nevada. I am Aaron Phillips. To my right, back from parts unknown, Mr. Scott Hosey, and to his right, Mr. Matt Mullen. Gentlemen, how are we doing tonight?
I'm getting over the creeping crud or the coronavirus or the Lyme disease or something like that.
All right. Yeah, I know. You were not feeling well. Matt, how about you?
On that fact, you want to move the show outside away from him?
I don't see surgical masks.
Can you turn knob number 1 all the way to the left down? That's my headset. And I just wanted to... Oh, much better. My goodness.
I'm doing pretty good. How about you, Aaron?
I'm okay. Let's hear you again, because you sounded far in your mic there.
Yes, I did.
Why is he sounding that way, Mr. Producer? Oh, hit the switch. Let's see. First of all, let's turn this around.
Turn it around. There you go.
I'll try it.
Oh, it's not directional.
Oh, no, it's a One Direction.
One Direction. Oh,
Anyway,
am
we're
I
just
one of
gonna
those members.
click. Take number 2. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thoughts Count Anywhere. I am Aaron Phillips. Guys, what a great weekend at Level Up. I know it's not right first thing there, but we had a good weekend. You were
Absolutely.
there. You were there working. We had a great event going on. We'll get to that in a little bit. Right now in the studio here at Go Live Vegas, we have NXT on one TV. We have AEW Dynamite on another TV. So we can't hear anything, but we can kind of see the action. So we'll try our best not to share any spoilers, but if something really cool happens, you're out of luck. Please share our feed through Facebook on your page. Show all your friends and family. Please, also, you can check us out on GoLiveVegas.com. Download us on the mobile app, Go Live Vegas, so you can take us on the go. Of course, we're also being simulcast on Go Live Twitter, Go Live Vegas Twitter, Go Live Vegas YouTube, Go Live Vegas Periscope. And of course, as Matt always likes to share with us, each and every location that our podcasts are located on our
YouTube page, Facebook page.
Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up there.
It's so distracting with all this wrestling on, watching the comments. Y'all got me this time.
I got you. Bottom line is, it's a shorter list of where we're not located for our podcast. But we want to thank each and every one of you for following us, because our show views, guys, they're just going through the roof week after week after week.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't mean to astound you with that piece of news. But, okay. Last week's show, I think you took care of. Last I saw was about 13,000 views.
Yeah, about that, yeah.
With Wes on last week from Versus, and we'll talk about what happened over the weekend. But in the meantime...
Wasn't it 22,000 when I was here? Then it's down to 13.
Well, you know.
Okay,
that's
I
what
got to
happens.
come more often.
That's right. That's right. Got to come out of parts unknown.
Exactly.
All right. Shall we get started with I Hear Voices? Backstage uncertainty all of a sudden with the Universal title match at WrestleMania. Of course, we all know that the original plan was The Fiend versus Rollins, but I read that today too, but what are they going to be reverting to another plan? What could it be? I don't know.
I thought it was Roman Reigns.
What did I say?
Rollins.
That's what I said, Roman Reigns. I don't know. It must be the parts unknown ear condition you're having now.
Papa Shango must have put a curse on him.
Something,
Exactly.
yes. I have to admit, it's been a long week for me. So it's been crazy. Anyway, so yeah, Reigns, I mean, why the change? What are we going to see happen? Is something going to happen at the Saudi Arabia show tonight, whatever the time difference is, to change it?
I'm guessing so. The last I heard that they might put Goldberg in it, which I kind of hope they don't, but...
In what? Into WrestleMania as a champ?
Yeah.
As a triple threat, maybe?
They really want to lose more money? The XFL's not doing it for them?
Apparently not.
I'm astonished because
Fiend doesn't need to lose for a long
and
time.
to Goldberg, who has done absolutely nothing in the last year except a horrible match with Taker.
Yes.
Well, that last Saudi show. So
Maybe that's why the King didn't want to let them really go, because he was rather upset with the way that match went.
I honestly don't know why he's even on the card, to be honest with you.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think one of the reasons to answer that question, though, as I'm trying to adjust the mic arm, because I see from my camera it's like right in my face and it looks like I have a really long mustache. The Prince, with the numbers that he's paying the WWE, pretty much dictates who he wants in Saudi Arabia on the card.
Sure, but do you have to like put somebody over? I mean, we're getting technical difficulties
you're
here.
talking, you're
I
on
can
camera.
talk. Okay, I'm on TV. Jeez. But yeah, the Saudi prince and the royal family do pay for the show, so they get to put who they want, and that's why there's another individual that's on the airplane going over, and hopefully somehow, some way, he's not involved in the match, because I would hate to see those two step in the ring together.
And who's that, the Taker?
I didn't say that.
Well, he's already there.
I
He's
know.
already been spotted in Saudi Arabia.
Yes,
So,
but I was giving Matt a lead here. and
I'm
so-
sorry.
Love social media.
I'm sorry.
Always having to spoil everything.
absolutely, which is unfortunate.
We used to have to read this, weeks later. What are you doing over there?
I'm trying not to do anything, but I'll tell you what, soon I'm going to hold this freaking microphone.
Don't say
My microphone went limp, ladies and gentlemen.
don't say frickin'. We might be kicked off the
Not,
air again.
it's not as bad as the actual. All right, I'm gonna solve this because I'm gonna shift over a little bit so that
It's a little limp. Maybe we should be sponsored by Blue Chew.
I'm just gonna do the show
very,
this way.
Yeah, this is very entertaining.
Holy crap! I need this like I need a hole in the head.
No, you
Like,
don't
the
need
screw
that.
is no. I certainly don't. Oh my goodness gracious! Are you expecting anything exciting to come out of the Saudi Arabia show tomorrow?
I'm watching something exciting right now.
Aaron, I'm having a problem here, and I've tightened all the nuts I possibly can.
I think you're really
Now
gonna
he's
start-
playing with the nuts. That usually does help get it up.
Can't be any better than Orange Cassidy with his hands in his pocket all match long, is it?
Hands are on the table.
Keep your hands where we
All right,
can
I
see
got
them.
it. I'll just get a kink in my back now. Lowering it like
That's what she said.
that's right. The camera's going to be up my nose.
I just hope my daughter isn't watching this show
Hi,
right
Dawn.
now.
Hi, Tabitha.
Your
If you
wife
are,
is.
You picked a great show to watch.
Great.
Yes. I.
Obviously, I missed a lot in the last 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness. All right, it's going to go.
If you're not here for the wrestling, you're here for the comedy.
Yes.
All right, that's
What?
it.
Wait.
I'm holding it now.
Last time I laughed
Thank
so
God for
hard-
censorship.
Yeah. Last time I laughed this hard, I fell off the chair at the
Don't
store.
fall. Yeah, don't fall. Don't do that again.
Don't injure yourself,
Okay.
podcast.
All right. Ding, ding. I'll do that. WWE. Thank you. WWE possibly doing 3 Elimination Chamber matches at the next Elimination Chamber pay-per-view.
Well,
Matt,
isn't that what elimination?
you're
Chambers
out
are
of this
for?
conversation. Fix your mic.
I know what they're doing with the Raw Women's one.
Let's just have our conversation here.
Pass the Blue Chew, please. Give me tape. Give me
Sponsored
something.
by Viagra.
I would imagine they're doing one to someone to face the Fiend and maybe a tag title one, but that's a little too many Elimination Chamber matches. They're gonna like soften down like the.
Don't say soften down while I'm trying to hold my.
I'm not even
We
looking
have
that way.
totally lost it on this show.
Yeah.
We. Hi, Thomas Burnett. You joined us right at the perfect time. I'll tell you.
They're trying to figure out what the hell's going on here.
I certainly do not want to provide a recap of this show so far.
Sponsored?
I wish we could have like a "This is
Alcohol.
awesome" chant. somehow.
Yeah, right.
I want alcohol right now if this is what we're going to go through.
My God.
So, you were saying tag team, maybe a Raw, maybe a SmackDown.
Right now it's me.
Could
What
see
about
maybe
the
like
microphone?
a-
It's
What about
my own
NXT?
tape.
That'd be pretty cool if they did like an NXT Championship Elimination Chamber match. I
I'm gonna.
don't even know what's going on over there.
I don't want to know.
This is a THC CBD tablet, which may just help. May help the chronic
If it's for
pain.
whatever that is, why is it next to the computer screen?
Ew! We lost all decorum.
The sad part is our ratings just spiked.
I'm telling you, we have 4,000 people watching right now. Thank you, Thomas. At least somebody appreciates our humor. Oh, my goodness. And for that matter, here, listen, might as well just cap it off.
We have more fun when someone else isn't here.
Oh, jeez.
Love you, miss you.
Oh, my God. This is when
And
I
he's
really
not
wish we
even
could do
watching.
commercials.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
What were
ding.
we doing?
Ding,
I don't
ding.
even know.
All right, next up,
Matt and I are going to take care
Wasn't
of this.
working.
WWE.
My knee was
and
on it.
WWE.
I will
and
drop
ES
my WDB membership if that happens, by the way. Oh, sorry, you didn't
WWE
finish your
and
thought.
You're
ESPN.
talking all over Matt. You know who you're acting like.
I know, I'm missing.
Okay.
WWE and ESPN are in talks for
Did you just
ESPN
say
Plus.
WWE?
WWE
Okay.
and
No,
ESPN Plus are in talks to hold WWE pay-per-views. Maybe you need to take some of that CBD stuff.
I think so. Oh, my God. Look, our viewership just went up again. Oh, my gosh. I'm not surprised by this, actually, because it's only a matter of time.
I wonder what that'll do to the WWE network. I
honestly think it allowed, for the last, 3-4 years at the WWE Network, it got everybody involved in looking at some of the historic matches from Mid-South, NWA, and people become addicted to that. I mean, I sit there and I watch, Mid-South when we had Hacksaw Jim Duggan in with Ted DiBiase. I had some videos running on the store monitor. Thus, it creates interest, and I honestly don't think they need the, pay-per-views on there anymore. I think people are interested enough to pay the $9.99 now. Isn't it $9.99?
It is $9.99 now, but if it goes to ESPN, I'm not paying $40. I'll drop my. I mean, I don't use the network for
Why?
anything
You
more than
have
pay-per-views.
us.
Huh?
You have
we're
us.
all the entertainment you need,
Yeah,
Aaron.
absolutely.
That's very true.
We should charge $9.99 a
That's
minute.
right. A minute, yeah. Dial 1-800. Anyway, speaking of dialing, what's our studio line? 702-660-7666. And if our producer, there we go, stops laughing over there, he'll put up our number. 70. Because why are we giving out our number, Mr. Matt?
Pretty soon here in the show, we're going to give away two pairs of 3-day passes.
catchy, isn't it?
To the Vegas Toy Con.
A Toy Con? I had to go there.
Batteries not included. 702
God help us.
660-7666. Aaron, aren't you glad you have Thoughts Count Anywhere on your network? he's hot over there. He's dying. Anyway, 702-660-70. Listen, getting tickets for the Toy-Con convention here is in town. It's probably going to be the easiest way people get tickets because they're first of all, you got to pay for them normally.
Yeah.
And
That's why they
you
call
got
them tickets.
Right. I've gotten free tickets though. Johnny's gotten tickets. They, usually they're different tickets, but
It'll
anyway,
be over at the Eastside Cannery.
Eastside Cannery. It will be easier for people to get tickets this way by calling in when Matt says so. Or is it all calls or chat room? What do you have in mind? This is all you, dude.
Yeah, it's all you.
We'll do the first 2 callers. Not right now.
Not right now.
Don't call now.
Don't call.
Don't
now.
call now.
Don't call-
If you
Don't
call
ever
now,
call now.
Don't ever call now. If you call now, Aaron has been instructed to disconnect your call about the tickets. So
Once we start talking about
That's
Toy-Con, maybe
encouraging.
that'll be about the time.
702-660-76. By the way, please reshare our feed if you dare.
Why?
To your friends to let them know just what we do here. Anyway, all right.
Ding, ding.
No.
Come on, ding, ding.
Glitches during SmackDown, could they be tied to other reasons, gentlemen?
I honestly think our boy is coming back soon. It's SmackDown. Johnny's there. Obviously, for people in the know, John Morrison, Johnny Hennigan, Johnny Mundo, whatever he wants to call himself.
Nitro, Survivor, whatever
Mecca.
it is.
Yeah. He's good friends with one Killer Cross, has been for a number of years. I think Ali, who would care? No one would care.
Nobody would.
No.
So, the little vignettes of, glitches or what they did in Impact with the, cards showing up on the victims of the
Yeah.
X. I think Kevin's coming back. My understanding is he's going to main roster anyway. And we should still sometime soon see the Killer Smoke Show.
I can't wait.
Somebody named Amy in the chat room wants to know who's appearing at Toy-Con. Matt?
Oh, Matt, you can take this one.
We got Sting, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Tessa Blanchard,
Who?
Tugboat.
Tugboat.
Tugboat. Didn't he sink? My God.
The Shockmaster.
Yeah.
He stumbled through the wall.
You gave Tessa not the headline. Our good friend
It is
Tessa
Sting.
Blanchard. Yeah, Sting.
And
Okay.
and do you have another caveat as to why we know those names to let our audience know how cool we are?
Tessa Blanchard is a friend of Power Play Sports.
Yes, she is. But why did you
Matter of,
specifically bring up all these names? Who's going to be on site interviewing all these people?
That'll be us.
There you go.
Really? Wow.
That's right. That's what
Did
the
not-
rumor says.
Yeah.
If I can ever let go of this microphone,
No,
I'll be there.
You hold that stick like you mean it.
I'm telling you. That's what she said. But anyway, okay, so Toy-Con, whenever Matt says to get involved, just jot it down. Are we ready to move on, guys?
Yes, sir.
WWE report. Samoa Joe. All the rumors from a couple of weeks ago have obviously been true. That he did test positive and has been suspended for 30 days. Your thoughts? Because they count anywhere.
He's obviously taking some performance-enhancing drugs.
Just grab a microphone. Everything will be fine, Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
You'll be good to go. No, but I mean, 2 weeks ago it came out, oh, no, he's really injured. You know, there's no truth to it. And then we go to find out that something was there and he failed and is out now for 30 days.
Well, I'm not saying that something couldn't have been wrong with Samoa Joe.
Right.
With today's wrestling, you're taking bumps and stuff that you really shouldn't have done years ago, and your body just can't
Catches
handle
up to
this.
you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
So, you know, if he's taking something to heal himself quicker, God bless him. You know, I'm sorry. There are rules WWE puts in place, but take some time off, Joe. I was never a big Samoa Joe fan anyway, so.
If that guy has like no luck at all,
Yeah.
My
between
luck.
getting hurt and getting suspended, the guy he just has bad luck.
He has no character either. He really needs somebody in the back, Pat Patterson or somebody that has some character building. He's just not. He doesn't do it.
But he's always been that way. That style has always been his way, right, in terms of building that character?
He's pretty much always been like the same, like Samoan bulldozer,
Stoic.
kind of.
Yeah, but he's not even a bulldozer now in WWE. He's jobbing and mid carder now
And announcing.
and announcing. Yeah.
You can never trust commentators.
Yes. Never. Ever.
ever.
Jason's out there. Thomas is still out there. Please reshare our feed too. Also, others can tune in. And Thomas thinks we all belong into a one-way trip into the loony bin, and he is 100% right.
Brian says on the watch party, "Can I have what you guys are taking?"
Trust me, I want more of it.
That's right. That's right.
We're not sharing.
No.
there goes
it's
my
ours.
security clearance. Yeah.
You thought you were going out of town.
Exactly.
All right. Next topic.
Bella Twins announced for the Hall of Fame.
I think well deserved for what they've done for the women in professional wrestling. Some can nitpick between Nikki and Brie. Nikki being a better representative in that era than Brie, but you can't have one go in without the other. The Bella Twins were a commodity for 10 years,
True.
right? And the TV shows launched because of them and whatnot, and they really were part of the initial evolution that changed. And in my opinion, well deserved.
And she got rid of John Cena.
And she got rid of John Cena, and now she's
From the
pregnant.
show and her life.
everything. Exactly. Now both of the twins are pregnant. Wouldn't it be fun if they both have twins?
That would be something.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Continue on.
702-660-7666. We'll take your calls if you have questions, thoughts, comments. Did we have any recent Hall of Fame announcements for the Hall of Fame for WrestleMania weekend on yesterday? I don't know.
Well, you had the Bella Twins.
They were officially announced yesterday or the week before?
They were announced a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so they were officially announced because the rumor had come out with them about a week or 10 days ago. Okay,
And
so
who
last
was the
night.
other female that was? Its name slips my mind that I just said, why?
The only other name
Alicia
I've heard
Fox.
is-
Alicia Fox.
Yeah, I had why? I thought the same thing.
I think that was fake because it was a picture of Rihanna. Anyway.
Not the one I saw.
The one that got posted on her page, that was a picture of Rihanna.
Was it?
Okay, I'm just hoping because there's a lot of other women that are a hell of a
Absolutely.
lot more deserving. Uh-oh, there I just swore. Sorry, Matt.
Okay, we are about 20 after the hour. Did you want to start, since we have 3 sets to give away, did you want to start or you want to wait a little
We
bit?
got 2 sets.
Okay, 2 sets. And did you say 3?
No, he said two.
2,
That's what I
3
said.
What are you
day
drinking
passes.
over there?
I don't know. Somebody spiked my water.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that the vodka from The Rock?
Why is your water blue?
Super Showdown preview was it tomorrow? I think 12 p.m. East, 9 a.m. Pacific tomorrow. Fiend versus Goldberg, which we kind of touched on a little bit ago. Ricochet, Lesnar, New Day versus Miz and Morrison. Rollins and Murphy versus Street Profits. Oh my. Bailey, Naomi, Steel Cage, Reigns, and whatever. I mean, there's so much here going on. I think in a way it's overkill, but again, this is what happens when you have the money that the Saudi Arabia folks have, and they pretty much tell WWE what they want, and they get it.
I think the whole show's going to end with an Undertaker Fiend stare down.
But what would that lead to? WrestleMania?
Most likely.
I mean, I'm sorry. The Taker, God bless his soul, he's put in a lot of years. That would be horrible to headline WrestleMania. I mean, it's sort of like watching Pacquiao and Mayweather 10 years after they should have been in the ring.
True.
That's why I had no interest in that fight either. Some of these fights, everybody talks about we'd love to see Taker and Sting. Yeah, 10, 15 years ago I would
Absolutely.
have. Not now.
No.
Not now. Definitely not.
Speaking of like Super Showdown, I heard WWE has like a bunch of contingencies in plan in case something happens like last time where nobody made it to SmackDown, so they had to bring the NXT crew. I wonder what contingencies they already have
They
in
use
place
the
for
same
SmackDown.
airlines that they used last time to charter when they said they weren't going to. That's a smart, intelligent move.
Yeah, well,
Better hope for the event we're going to be at Saturday that The Undertaker catches that plane.
out in California, right?
Sorry. Ding, light bulb just went
Yeah,
on.
really.
Yeah.
That would not be
For
good.
those interested in listening in the Southern California market, there is a LA Fan Fest at the Los Angeles Hilton by the LAX airport. Undertaker is headlining the autograph session, and there's a few others, including
Tessa Blanchard.
there you go.
She headlines that one over Undertaker. I don't even care.
Now, speaking of Taker in Saudi Arabia, it has been confirmed that, via social media that he has already been spotted out there.
Yep.
So we know that Taker has come up there. So
We didn't go up there for no reason.
no, absolutely. And Ryan puts in there John Cena has been announced for SmackDown. So yeah,
That's
John
going to be
Cena.
the whole show if
John-
they
right.
don't make it back.
Exactly. There you go.
They're going to show one of his movies that no one will watch.
Oh my God, my goodness
He's
gracious.
putting out some pretty big movies here soon.
He's
Big
yeah,
is part of budget or watchers?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Fast 9 and Suicide Squad, too.
yeah. Rumor has it that the Bulldog may be inducted, and the following
I
rumor
did
with
hear
that
that.
is that Bret Hart, if he is inducted, will be the one to do the induction.
That would make sense.
They
Absolutely.
better keep a lot of security
Well-
around the...
around the ring.
I don't know if you can go with that because look at what he's if you believe what people are saying about Vicky Guerrero,
Right.
Vicky Guerrero showed up on AEW,
Right.
and Vince has pretty much taken her as written her off. So if Bret Hart shows up on
Yeah, but he did.
AEW, yeah,
He
on
did.
the
He
initial
presented
show,
the belt, yeah.
absolutely. Does Vince write him off,
We haven't heard.
or does he buy that pissant company, as Hunter would say?
That's right. They are having troubles, are they not?
I think both NXT and AEW need some serious help. And we'll talk about that later.
Any matches on the Super Showdown that you want to touch on besides the few? I mean, Fiend and Goldberg we talked about earlier. Anything else just kind of stand out? I mean, we have a steel cage match between Reigns and Corbin yet again.
I'm looking forward to Ricochet versus Lesnar.
Okay.
I like the New Day
If
versus
it-
Miz and Morrison.
If that match doesn't end with like a 640 turned into an F5, they did it wrong.
There you go.
I'm trying to
If they
do the
can
math.
if they can somehow pull that off, that would look pretty cool.
How about this Mountain Trophy Gauntlet match that they're having? I guess, let's see. Who's in there?
Andrade back from suspension.
Right? Andrade, Lashley.
He shared with Samoa Joe.
Right. They're tag teaming the 30-day suspension list. Rowan, AJ Styles, R-Truth, Mysterio, Humberto Carrillo, and Garza. They're actually supposed to be in the pre-show. I'm sorry, no. Mansoor and Dolph Ziggler in the pre-show, along with the Viking Raiders and Gallows and Anderson, all part of the pre-show before the actual event.
Oh, there's a name. Mysterio. Toy-Con.
Yeah, he'll be at ToyCon
You
too.
didn't mention him.
Ryan, you say crazy
My
Vicky.
bad.
Ryan is saying that Vicky was on AEW Dark, not Dynamite, but the bottom line is that she was on AEW programming, and that may give Vince, well, has given Vince cause. I would like to try, and I'm going to reach out to her again. I do have contact with Vicky Guerrero. Met her at the Vegas Toy Con last year and spent about a half hour with her just chatting up about life and her transition out of wrestling. So I reached out to her people, and hopefully we'll be able to have her on in the near future as well, which would be pretty cool.
Oh,
So,
nice.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Montez Ford of the Street Profits has star written all over him. After a Raw in Denver, we got him to climb on his rental car and raise the Red Solo Cup. All right, there you go. So they celebrated out there. Go ahead, guys. What's the next topic you want to touch on?
Twitter video shows the crew arriving in Saudi Arabia for Super Showdown, and The Undertaker was on the plane. We kind of covered that.
Yep.
Okay.
So go to the next one.
Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C.
I think Jason's outdoing you right now. We forgot something. Next topic.
My hands are filled. I can't let go of the microphone to ring the bell. So we're going to have to ding.
Thank you.
Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. announced on their website that Edge will be live to give a medical update on his condition, basically spoiling when Edge is going to return after being injured by Randy Orton.
I'm not shocked. I mean,
I think it's due time, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I figured he was coming back soon, but
you got to take the emphasis off Randy smashing the what out of Matt Hardy so he can go to AEW and become the leader of whatever.
now they got Beth Phoenix coming on Raw next week to give an
What?
update.
They're together?
No.
Well, no, why would she be coming on to give an update when he's coming on to give an update?
Who wears the pants in that
Week
family?
after.
We'll have an update on the update, ladies and gentlemen, from the Department of Redundancy.
There you go. Nia Jax has said on Twitter that she has no idea when she's coming back.
I will say this: have you seen some of her Twitter stuffs and her rehabs?
Yeah.
I'm glad. It looks like she's losing weight.
Good.
And I'm glad for that because I think that's going to be the biggest stressor off of her knees, getting rid of that extra weight.
Yeah, definitely.
So I hope that's the case. I just hope it's not the pictures that are deceiving us. But I would. Is it possible that she could make a return on WrestleMania at this point? It's been a year, right? She had both knees done shortly after last year's WrestleMania.
Usually at this point, when like somebody needs to come back, they usually wait until like the Raw after WrestleMania.
Unless it's a surprise for something at WrestleMania, depending upon the ladies' matches, yeah?
True.
I mean,
Good.
I don't know.
It'd make quite an impact.
Don't say Impact when
Don't
we're
say
talking
Impact.
WWE.
Yeah.
Tessa.
Blanchard.
All right. Matt Hardy. Did you guys see this today? That they want to entice him to stick around and they would send him to NXT and do his delete thing down there. Give him a whole new stage down at NXT. On NXT. Add more money, of
I
course.
think Matt's at the stage of his career where he wants at least a good run. I'm sorry. Look what's happened to Finn Balor. He's become irrelevant.
Do you think so? Because
Yeah,
I thought his name has been coming up as still as like the hot commodity in NXT.
He's definitely the biggest name in NXT, but
And so is
from what
Tim-
I've heard, he's taken like a pay cut to go to NXT.
Really?
He's only making his downside guarantee off the main roster,
Oh, I didn't know that.
And
so he
Tim
doesn't
Te-
get any of the bonuses anymore.
And Tim Tebow's doing a great career in the major leagues too. Sorry, NXT is not a major league. I'm sorry, it's just not.
Well, Rhea Ripley is getting paid bonus money to come up to Raw to deal with all that because
But she's on the main.
No,
roster now,
she's
yeah.
not. No, she's not. Not according to what I read today. She's still contracted as NXT, and she has nothing written in the contract from what I read that pays her for appearances on Raw. So supposedly, she's being paid some sort of big bonus money to be going to Raw to do these shows. That's according to reports I read today. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Technically, she's still on the NXT roster.
Yeah, aren't you the same person that reads that so and so died, and you tell me he died, and it was 3 years ago because you read it on social media?
Not me. Babe.
Okay.
I correct those people.
Yes, you did.
She could be in the WrestleMania Battle Royale, Thomas says about Miss Nia Jax.
Absolutely, that would be great.
Yeah, Thomas, you come in and ring the bell next week because Jason obviously can't get here
Yeah.
after we hired him back. So, Thomas, you want to ring the bell next week? Jason, stay home. Thomas, you're in next week because I can multitask, drink my water, hold the microphone, ring the bell, and talk to these guys.
But you're a Hall of Famer, man. Come
That's
on.
true. I am a Hall of Famer. That and $5 still only buys me coffee at Starbucks.
Still doesn't buy you coffee at Starbucks.
No, it's true. Maybe buys you a bottle of water. That's about it. So, all right. Indie Report, our favorite topic. Do we want it?
You missed the Funko Pop.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, because you know why? It's in the fold of the paper, and I didn't. Funko Pops, go for it, guys, because I don't do Funkos.
They're finally releasing Fiend merchandise. The first one was the Amazon exclusive pop from Amazon. I got mine. The thing looks pretty cool. And they also released the prototype for his first Elite. It looks spot on. I can't wait for that thing to come out.
Spot on being this big.
Looks just like him.
Cool. He's only that big.
Well, speaking of the Fiend, did you see that? I know I pointed him out to you, but there was somebody at Level Up that was dressed as the Fiend this past week.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool.
I could tell you there's some people dressed up in things they shouldn't
I
be
know.
dressed up in.
I know. That's a topic for a whole nother show.
Power Play will be selling full-length mirrors at our next event because obviously some people need them.
Some people got funny mirrors. And they ain't so funny.
Oh, my
The only
goodness.
Funko Pop that I'm worried about getting soon is
Tessa Blanchard.
no
Alexa Bliss.
No.
Even I knew that one.
Baby Yoda,
Baby Yoda.
They need
not
a Tessa
the,
Blanchard pop.
not the toy Yoda,
but not the Toyota, but the Baby Yoda.
the Baby Yoda.
Okay.
Indie Report. Mecha 6, guys. Okay.
To go
good.
along with
There's your report.
to go
Tessa
along
Blanchard and Chris Bay will be headlining.
To go along with
Mecca.
ToyCon, FSW is hosting Mecha 6, which will be headlined by Chris Bay versus Tessa Blanchard. Chris Bay recently being signed by Impact.
Which I watched the show from bed and being sick last week. I don't get the whole thing with Chris Bay. He signed over a month ago.
They just made the announcement, though, like last week. And
Because obviously they taped the matches,
Right.
you know, as everybody knows.
plus, he also did that Sports Illustrated story on him, too, not too long. Now, that may have been a while back also
Yeah.
as I started reading, but
yeah,
that came out.
considering Kevin Cross is the next one. So, but, you know, we need to get more current news. But here's my take on Chris. I love him. I think he's got a hell of a career in front of him. I just hope to God he didn't sign a long-term deal.
Right.
Because we all know at this table what long-term deals in Impact Wrestling mean is they kill your career.
And if we don't know, hopefully we'll have somebody on in the near future that can describe what that's like.
Yes. On no one sells any T-shirts.
That's right.
Yeah.
So some of the people there are
No, they're
expected.
not on the shelf.
Who else is supposed to appear at Mecha 6 besides Tessa and Chris Bay?
Oh, we got Hammerstone, Willie Mack.
Tessa Blanchard. Chris Masters.
TJP, Kenny King, Michael Elgin, and many, many more. Joe DeFalco's putting together a great card for Mecca. That'll be over at the Eastside Cannery. No, that's where ToyCon is.
Correct. I don't know where Mecha 6 is.
It'll
off
be
the
at
top of my
Sam's
head.
Town.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
there you go. And Joe, for the umpteenth time, if you need some commentary, dude, reach out. You and I have been missing each other on Facebook. Level Up Versus this past weekend at the Level Up show at the Las Vegas Convention Center. For those who don't know, Level Up is a cosplay gaming show and mixed in a little wrestling,
And
I guess.
Anime and
Yeah, anime, all of the stuff you could. Let me tell you.
The kid in the candy store was Marty the Moth, who, for those who know Marty's really into video games, had
Yes.
never been to Level Up, walked in thinking it was just a wrestling event, and I swear to God he was a kid in a candy store. He
You
was
couldn't
like-
keep him still for more than like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And we even talked while I was chatting with him, and you actually started talking about it, Scott, is maybe, I mean, he does a podcast out of Utah, where
Yep.
he's from, and hopefully we can combine resources and maybe have him do something here through Go Live regarding his love for gaming
I
and
think
stuff.
that's a high possibility
So-
after talking to him a little bit. Yeah.
good,
And, you know, when you mentioned Versus, one of the things that Wes alluded to but didn't break the news last week on the show was he broke it on
Yes.
Sunday. I guess he is opening up a wrestling training school with gaming, so I'm assuming that involves all the video games, over at the Boulevard Mall.
Yeah. Basically in the same wing by Galaxy Movie Theater, by your shop.
Yep.
What used to be the rec center, where Sequest is, that whole wing of all that fun heads-up stuff
It's
is.
going to be the entertainment wing,
Right.
that's what they call it.
Yeah. And then they even announced that they're going to be holding live shows there, and I'm guessing in that open rotunda area back there, right?
Right outside my store. it
Yeah,
looks
there you
like.
go.
I mean, that would be the logical spot.
So Versus, big things happening with them. Their school, more locations like that for them to put on shows as well. So, and that's increasing because we know of another place that also has a school.
Well,
but
let's not go. Let's go to that before
Yes.
we go to the downer here in the Indie Report. So talk about
yes.
BBW.
So Big Valley Wrestling, who by the way is having their next card this Sunday, March 1st at the Sauer Event Center called Ante Up. There's a lot of great matches. The one that comes to mind that I think everybody's really looking forward to was the at the last BBW show, we saw the Sour Boys, Deshade and Robert Daddy Jr. disintegrate at BBW, and they are now going to be facing each other this Sunday. Sour Event Center, 2 p.m. Doors will open at 1:30. Great matches are on the card. You can go on to Facebook, look up Big Valley Wrestling, and see the rest of the card and all the other matches. 1:30, the doors open. Tickets are available, I believe, $12 general admission. Children under the age of 12 are free with the paying adult. There are discounts for seniors. You can get front row seats, reserved seats. Check it out. I will be there doing commentary with Johnny Rock. So make sure you come by and say hello. That's this Sunday and 2 p.m. So great way to start off March on March 1st. And don't forget to change your clocks a week from this weekend, by the way. It's never too early to start.
On my
remember.
birthday.
You're March 8th?
Yes.
All right. Well, happy birthday. You get to celebrate an hour less.
Yeah, I know.
Spring ahead, baby.
Yeah. I
And
was
in your age and my age, we need all the hours we can get. We can't
Exactly.
afford to lose an hour.
You're going to lose an hour of sleep. I hate that stuff.
I know that's. There's still listen. There's still petitions going around that certain parts of the country need to stop doing that hour change.
Yeah, it's for farmers. There's no point of like doing it.
Yeah.
farmersonly.com. I couldn't pass that up.
The wave of now specific sites all started with farmers, right? Didn't they?
Hey, we got Joey DeFalco watching.
Joey DeFalco. How
What's
are you,
up,
sir?
Joey?
Right on. Hey, if you need commentary, reach out to me. You and I never connected after we played tag earlier this year. All right, next topic.
Well, this is a kind of a downer for
Yes.
the Indie Report, but New Japan Pro Wrestling is canceling all its shows to mid-March due to the coronavirus.
Yeah.
I mean, it's scary.
I'm surprised they're only canceling it for another. Well, we're only talking, 3 weeks from now?
It's getting worse,
Beyond.
worse, and it's hitting the U.S., hitting Europe now, and we got to do something about it. I don't see. I have a friend that is going over, as we talked,
Yes.
going over to the Orient starting next week, and I'm like, why?
He's willingly going on vacation.
Yes.
I've heard even like you can't even buy like those masks anymore, and I have family that's like in Hong Kong. They're selling them for like $15 each.
Those paper
At
surgical
this-
masks?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're in such demand that you can't even get a
Jeez.
hold of them anymore.
the wife, with her job, basically she wants to wear a mask because of the situation she's in, and we went to multiple, CVS, Walgreens, the grocery stores, Walmart, could not find them at all.
Yeah, that's
Crazy.
crazy.
Well, hopefully this will calm down, or there'll be a what do they call it to kill the medicine?
Cure.
Thank you. Jeez, I'm really having trouble tonight.
You are.
Like your Blue Chew?
Like my Blue Chew. Yeah, put the cure in the Blue Chew. Notice what
It'll
happened to
cause
my
a
mic? There
whole
it goes.
bunch of different problems.
Yes.
I've got coronavirus. He's got Lyme disease. We can.
That's right. We
put it
can.
together.
Let's call the whole thing off
Yes.
right there. So, all right. Okay. So coronavirus, and also too, that's affecting possibly the Olympics.
Yes.
Soccer matches have been canceled. I mean, basically any sport that is going on over there.
Well, people forget that the Olympics is only a month
July,
and a half,
July.
a month or two
I
away.
think, yeah.
Yeah.
And according to the head honcho, I was listening to him being interviewed on ESPN Radio. As of right now, there's no backup plan because of all the plans of the athletes getting there and people buying tickets to go there. And you before we went on the air, Scott mentioned, London would be a great backup plan. But logistically, I don't know if you can pull that off in time where if it has to, you don't want to cancel it for all the athletes that have been preparing all these years. But I don't know. For me, it's a matter of life or death. I mean, I'd rather not go if it's going to kill me.
We've had an Olympics before with
Yeah.
protests and things of that nature. To me, why risk it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Push it off a year.
You'd have to pick it up somewhere where the Olympics have been recently, because soon as they announce the Olympics, you have to build like a Olympic-sized training facility.
That's right.
Pool places. There's like all sorts of buildings they have to build, and
The
stuff they gotta
infrastructure,
build
yeah.
to host all those events. So
Absolutely. Good point. Because the infrastructure to do all that is not
No.
easy.
Not at all.
Now that we're at the end of the Indie Report and we have about 20 minutes left, shall we?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So give the things we need to do. Details, that's the word.
The first 2 callers that calls 702-660-7666 will get 2 passes to the Las Vegas Toy Con.
So 2 for 2 for 2.
So 2 pairs of tickets,
2 pairs of 3-day passes.
one for each caller.
So they
One
can
for
go all
each
3
caller.
days?
Yeah.
Wow.
For Friday,
make
Saturday,
a phone
and
call.
Sunday.
Yeah. If you see Scott's number come up, don't pick it up. Put it on hold. It'll sound like a dial tone.
Yes.
702-660-76.
Call into the studio.
Just don't try a remote. You'll
Yes,
be fine.
exactly.
702-660-7666 is the number to call in. 702-660-7666. The first 2 callers will get those tickets, and you're going to go to ToyCon on us. And quite frankly, it's going to be either I'm having a seizure or there's a white light blinking in front of me. I couldn't tell.
Did you take that much Blue Chew?
I must tell you what. All right.
I'm sitting here watching AEW.
Oh, boy. Jericho does not look good. All right, caller on the air. Who's this, please?
Hi, this is David.
David, how are you, sir? Where are you calling from?
Good. I'm calling right here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Right on. Good job. Are you calling in for those first pair of tickets to ToyCon?
Yes, I am.
Right on. I'll let you talk to Matt. Matt, is there anything he needs to do to get those tickets, sir?
Congratulations. You will have to pick them up at Power Play Sports. I will contact me on the Facebook page, and I will let you know when.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you
Does
very
he know-
much.
Write his name down.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you, Matt, I don't want to take his last name over the air. So,
Can we take his, Mr.
Should we take his
Producer,
name over the air?
Ron, can you take care of
Mr. Elikas?
I can't.
Did you hang up on him?
No, he's still there.
still there?
Okay, so why don't we do this, David? Why don't you send an email to our Thoughts Count Anywhere Facebook page? You can send a message there to Matt, and just remind him that you are the winner of tonight's pair, so we can contact you and get your name, and we can reserve the tickets at Power Play Sports Collectibles at the Boulevard Mall.
Okay.
Can we do that? We'd rather do that and protect your security than give out your last name on the air.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Unless you're especially if you're in the witness protection program, we don't want to blow it for you.
Or the back of a milk carton.
All right, David, thank you for calling in. We appreciate you, man. Thank you. All right, that's our first winner. Thank you, David, for calling. So now we have one more pair of tickets, right? One more set?
One more pair.
So somebody else call in to 702-660-7666.
Oh,
You
Dustin.
want to see the likes of Sting, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Tessa Blanchard,
Rey Mysterio.
the voice of Optimus Prime, the voice of Megatron.
Oh, my goodness.
This is going to cost me now. Thanks for mentioning the Transformers. Thanks. I appreciate this.
You're very much welcome.
Yeah.
All right, as I'm watching, our next topic we're about to get into is the AEW Impact News. And we have, on one of the screens here in the studio, we have the AEW Dynamite on in front of us. And I guess one of the things they were doing was a weigh-in between Moxley and Jericho, and it is broken down, to say the
What?
least.
There's a weigh-in and something broke down?
Well, hey, why not? Meantime, we'll get back to that. We have a caller on the air. Who's this, please?
Thomas.
Thomas.
Hey.
What's up, Thomas?
He can just come to the studio and
Ring the bell next
And
week.
pick
We'll
up
give you
his
the
tickets.
tickets.
sound good?
Works for me.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
That
All
was
right.
the easiest pair of tickets we've given
There
away.
you go. Touch base with Matt, Scott, or myself. As you know, you can. We'll give you the address where to come down if you want to.
He's been to the store.
No, the studio. You
I
invited
know.
him to the studio. He's going to
I
ring the
know,
bell
but-
next week since Jason couldn't get here.
Yeah, I know. He's
Yeah, you
working
can't
for
multitask.
somebody, I guess.
There you go.
If you didn't win this week, we'll give 2 more passes away next week, and we'll do a social media giveaway for the 5th pair.
So we actually have 5 pairs. Thomas, you'll make your choice if you want to pick them up at the store next Wednesday. If you pick them up at the store, you're still welcome to come to the show next Wednesday and ring our bell for us.
I'll be down in the studio next Wednesday and pick them up.
Right on, my
There we
friend.
go.
Cool
And
beans.
then we'll also have a pair of Mecca front row tickets to give away.
Oh, my goodness. Where did we get? What a treasure trove of stuff. Thank you, Thomas, buddy. We appreciate you. You know that.
Yep.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Thomas.
See ya.
Let's go on to AEW news. AEW signs Lance Archer. They finally get a real big man.
It's about time.
Yeah, I mean,
where
that's
was
They've
a-
been
Lance-
on the search. That's probably one of the best top big guys you can get right now.
Absolutely.
Where was Lance Archer wrestling prior?
New Japan.
I'm sorry, I just read Jason Piper's message in there.
I'm so colored.
Yeah. Gotta love spell check.
Yeah.
And then the
I'm
real message
fired,
comes
yes.
through.
Wow.
You're suspended for a week.
Maybe he's on the same stuff.
He's not fired though.
Join the club.
It's gonna start breaking down.
We only have 14 minutes to go.
Cool.
Oh my goodness. We may need to block this show for certain viewers.
There's an 18+ button. We're good.
Oh man,
Well,
Shevitz.
at least on Impact right now, they're not Impact. I'm sorry, AEW.
AEW. Who the
They're-
heck are we
they're,
watching? I
You
don't
know,
even know
playing
anymore.
off the weigh-in with Moxley and Jericho because I'm tired and sick and tired of seeing Cody. He can't even be Cody Rhodes. He's the best. He's in my opinion, he's killing this company. He does not need to be Vern Gagne. He's not Vern Gagne. He does not need to run the show. I know he's financially involved and one of the bookers, but he's putting over. He's going over everybody. I mean,
Yeah?
and he's the main event. And I'm sorry, he was nothing but a mid-carder.
I'm sorry, we have to draw Aaron's, our producer's attention back to
Yeah,
the show.
'cause,
Because on the NXT channel over here, Charlotte Flair showed up that she's going to be going on to NXT after their break. And he's never seen Charlotte Flair before. So
He needed to see her about 10 years ago before all the plastic surgery. She's hideous.
But he's
now.
got to put his eyes back in his head like Jim Carrey in The Mask, like when they had the green mask on and the eyes came out. So,
We need to show him Alexa Bliss.
yeah, well, that. Oh, wait, she's calling right now.
Charlotte's calling for me. Yeah.
Hi, thank you for calling. You're on the air with Thoughts Count Anywhere. Who's this, please?
Hey, it's Jason Piper.
Oh, what are you begging for your job now?
Don't I always?
You got 30 seconds to state your case.
Yes. Starting now.
I will be back tomorrow or Wednesday with you guys.
Tomorrow? Well,
Well, you
come
can
on
co-
down here tomorrow.
I'm
You'll
sure-
Yeah, be waiting a while.
I'm sure Aaron needs his house cleaned. You can come down and help him.
Yeah, right.
All right, so
Unless that's my entry fee to get into ringing the bell again, then I guess I have to do that.
I'll that. You know what? That's not. You know what? We're giving away tickets to Toy Con. We're giving away tickets to Mecca. He brings up a good point. We should give away tickets to come being our guest bell ringer every week, because we know how reliable Jason obviously is. Comes back 1 week after being away for a couple of weeks, and he's gone now. He's been exiled.
Well, he's had a job for a week, so he's tired.
Oh, wow. Thanks.
Love you, Jason.
See you guys.
Take
See you
care.
later.
See you, bud. You know we love you.
Our ratings just spiked again.
Oh my God, this has been the funniest, real serious show we've ever done. Okay,
Funniest, realist. What was that?
I have no idea. Thank
Okay.
God there's only 12 minutes left of
Yes.
this.
Continue on with the
AEW
I'll get off-
Revolution
I'll get off-
is this Sunday. We're going to have Chris Jericho versus John Moxley. Cody Rhodes gets his hands on MJF finally.
Ooh. Sorry.
He even said he's getting like a live entrance, so I guess Rev Theory's going to come. And
Is he going to wear a 40-pound outfit and not be able to wrestle? Just like, our heavyweight championship match. What an excuse.
That was like the second best excuse I've ever heard in a boxing fight.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You can't carry an extra.
Spinal
Yeah.
will definitely
Wait,
still
is
be
that
number
what
one.
Wilder said?
Yeah.
He said his suit was too heavy and it made his legs weak. That's why
His suit,
His suit.
Yeah.
as in what suit were we
He
referring
was
to? That he
wearing
weighed in
some,
in?
No.
He had like this 30-pound like costume on when he came to the ring, and he said it made his legs weak and he couldn't fight.
If you're going to make that kind of millions of dollars, suck it up, big guy.
Jeez Louise, come down to the ring naked then if you're worried about that stuff. Jeez.
Why make the grand entrance if you're going to get your ass kicked?
Well, at least he got it kicked in the 7th round, though. I mean, he made it through a few extra rounds, didn't he?
Oh, did you even watch that fight?
Not at all.
It was horrible.
It should have ended in like the first or second.
Yeah. Tyson Fury.
Can I honestly tell you 3 simple words about that fight? I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ever since the UFC got big, nobody cares about boxing, honestly.
and that's unfortunate because boxing was the sport of kings in a lot of ways. Or when
Absolutely.
Ali and Foreman and those
Boxing, we have a boxing hall of fame at the Boulevard Mall.
Yes, we do.
Las Vegas was the
Capital.
capital of boxing. Yeah.
not
Great-
anymore.
Great fights.
Now
here.
it's the capital of independent wrestling.
Yes. By the
Cheap-
way, there's
cheap
a
plug.
couple other indie. I was talking to Joe DeFalco the other day of FSW, and GWC or something like that is coming here to town, and they're going to run out of the old Crazy Horse 2.
Oh,
Yeah. Buffalo Jim's old stomping
I remember
grounds,
that. I remember over there. I actually did a spot. A friend of mine was dear friends with Buffalo Jim.
Yep.
And my friend got me into meeting Buffalo, and I went in one day wearing a suit, and they gave me a Vince McMahon mask. And I played Vince McMahon one day at Buffalo Jim's wrestling where he did it in the place next door, the garage.
Yeah,
Back over there.
Yeah.
In his shop. And I was on the microphone. You couldn't hear me because I had that darn rubber mask on, but it was a Vince McMahon mask. I was dressed in a suit. I had to do the strut and everything as part of the gimmick that he asked me to do. You see how far that took me, didn't you?
Yes, it did.
Here I am next to you guys.
Your career went down.
Here's a homework for any listener. Someone find that video and
Yeah,
give you whatever
that's
ticket
right.
you want.
That's what I was going to say. If you can find evidence of me doing that time, I'll take you out for dinner. All right.
Okay, so we also got Omega and
I
Paige
think the ring is broken.
versus Young Bucks. Darby
What the
Allin
hell
versus
is this?
Sammy.
Did this come out of the bell? It was sitting right here. Was this supposed to help me ring it? What the hell is this?
You
Now I
broke
know-
your
no,
microphone
no.
you're holding
Now I know why my
probably.
mic's not working. Exactly right.
He broke his mic. He broke the bell.
Holy
God
crap.
help
It's
us
my
out.
pressure valve. Now you know why I'm having a problem tonight. Okay, what do we have left?
Next week on Impact, the first all-women's match for a heavyweight championship, Taya versus Tessa. Why is my chair rotating?
See,
They're
and you
trying
thought
to be the first of like everything now, so
and you're talking about me. Your chair's orbiting around the set.
they may or may not have
floor's
already
not even
filmed
back
that
there.
in Vegas.
What's that?
I said they may or may not have filmed that match
Oh,
in
gotcha.
Vegas
It didn't-
already.
Right, at Sam's Town. Right.
What? They tape their stuff?
No.
Okay.
Come on.
Heavens.
Thomas
In front of all 120 people that were in the arena.
Thomas wants to know if I'm breaking his bell.
Oh, by the way.
Yes.
There is a gentleman that used to work for Impact and FSW
Okay.
that I conveniently shared a video with of the lack of attendance for Impact. And as he put it, laughing my ass off here down at the training center. Go get him, killer.
There you go. Don't cross him, man.
No,
Don't be
not at
cross. Okay, pop culture.
We already touched on this one.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I sent a whole list of things to talk about, and now I don't remember half of that we could talk about, but
Zion versus LeBron.
there you go. Let's talk about that.
There,
That's
yeah.
good. Let's go there. Last night, the first ever meeting between Zion and LeBron. Of course, the Lakers won. I mean, but here's what was interesting. The two of them combined when LeBron, I forgot how they introduced this at, LeBron and a first-round pick the first time they faced, LeBron has 3 of the top 4 high-scoring mixed points in NBA history. So between LeBron and Zion, they scored like 68 points last night.
Oh wow.
LeBron and, gosh, I can just remember who was number 1, had 73 points. He holds the number 1, 3, and 4 spots.
Wow.
And it was the first time. Could you imagine meeting a guy like Zion? You're Zion, and you meet LeBron for the first time ever going into your first game against him in the NBA. What must that be
I'm
like?
trying to figure out the math again. I'm sorry.
Which math?
First, second round pick
There-
for a player to be named later.
Right.
You know, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
All I know is LeBron had a hell of a game.
Yes,
so
he
did
did.
Zion. Give
Yeah,
him
they both
credit.
did. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Lakers took it.
It's like the future against the present.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Almost a passing of the torch.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
LeBron is what, 36 now, is it?
Well, you know what?
It's like when Jordan went against Kobe the first time.
Absolutely.
Well-
Which we'll touch on that in a second, too.
But here's my opinion. Zion, for all intents and purposes, has had a great first few weeks because obviously he missed-
Absolutely.
But do it for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have all these kids that are the next coming of Jesus Christ, or they call them the next,
The next Michael Jordan, the next Kobe. Yeah.
And injury takes its toll. And Zion's already had injuries. So give him 5 years before you start, anointing him the next great one.
Well, I don't think that's his fault as much as it is the sports genre and social media building him. I think he's a
very good young man.
Yes.
I've heard him in the interviews.
Yes.
Very similar to Mahomes. Very well spoken, very complimentary, knows the history of the game. So I give him all the credit in the world. But, realistically, let's give the kid 5 years. Because if I
Absolutely.
remember correctly, RG3 was the next coming of Jesus Christ also.
Correct.
Now he
Absolutely.
backs up who?
The Messiah. All right, next topic. What are we going to talk about next? Kobe Memorial.
No, you missed one. Because we got 5 minutes. We got.
Oh, Maria Sharapova. I didn't even realize she hadn't retired yet.
Well, you know, she's Russian, so we hadn't got the word yet. I had to.
Oh, my God.
Did it come from a certain house?
Last night's debate, somewhere in the argument.
She wrote an article in Vogue, and I'm trying to remember what the other magazine was, depicting that she's officially hanging them up. And she's a multiple-time champion, Wimbledon, et cetera, and she had a great career. Of course, I think she was mostly known for her body and many of the great pictures that were taken of her.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Somebody once said sex sells, so I don't know. But that's what I heard. So Maria Sharapova is hanging up her tennis racket, and on to the next for her, whatever that may be.
I preferred Billie Jean King.
Only you, Scott. Only you.
Actually, Tracy Austin. She was a cute girl.
In her day, yeah.
She was.
We'll take Anna Kournikova.
How about Jennifer, what was her name? Jennifer, I want to say Capriati, but that's a sandwich.
Capriati.
It was Capriati,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I wonder if she's part of the sandwich empire.
No, she was the one that got arrested. It was the one for like,
Eventually.
Yeah.
But she made her debut at like 15. She won a
Absolutely,
Grand
yeah.
Slam at 16. She's right up there with Heidi Fleiss now, isn't she?
Oh, something else.
Send your emails.
Speaking of people in trouble.
Oh, my God. That's called a segue, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen. As poor as it may be.
Let's step out of pop culture because we got 2 minutes. Guess who's getting released early from jail?
I saw
See?
today.
Yes.
I saw that.
Oh, Sonny.
Yeah,
Sonny. Sonny Stitch.
Tammy.
I know, but people don't know.
Should we
it's
put the
Tammy.
over-under of how soon you
6
get a
months.
text message?
Like 6 months. She was in court. She was in
a lot.
she was in a lot. Pennsylvania jailhouse. Her attorneys, they were filing to get her early release. They thought it would happen maybe 6 months from now, whatever. All of a sudden today, they said, okay, you're out. And they let her out today. So, yeah. So hopefully, listen, drugs, alcohol, whatever her issue was, hopefully she can get it squared away and move on. I mean, it would be great to see that happen.
Yeah, she had a rough going, and then she was engaged to if I'm not mistaken, a New Jersey police officer, or New Jersey detective,
Right.
who really cleaned her life up.
yeah.
And she was making headway and, getting back on the circuit, had some appearances in WWE,
Right.
Yeah.
and got her back into shape, was looking really good. And then, unfortunately, she broke up with an individual and got involved with an indie wrestler, and
Yeah, the rest is history.
Yep.
Absolutely. That's too bad.
That's
Well,
a shame.
hopefully she will be given this chance to realize that this is it. And if she gets in trouble, maybe they'll throw the book at her for good. Who knows? I mean,
Thomas wants to know if you broke his belt. Yes,
I read that a few minutes ago. I said it. You were not listening to me.
I wasn't.
Were you having Micus interrupt us?
Micus interrupt us? Yeah.
Headset us interrupt us?
Yes.
How much time do we have left, Mr. Producer? 1 minute.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Oh, 2 minutes. Sorry.
Well, 2 minutes.
Talk about show us, interrupt us. We got a minute back.
Woohoo! We can go 2 minutes.
All right, what's left?
Kobe Memorial held at Staples Center this past
Yeah.
week.
Yep. It was Tuesday, wasn't it? Oh, look at that.
Oh, wait, yes. This weekend. Sorry.
I'm glad somebody's paying
You got
attention to
something
this
going
show.
on this
Yeah,
week.
I got something going on this week over at the Boulevard Mall. We got the Sports Cards, Toys, and Collectibles show. I've got Wally Joyner from the Angels, Padres.
Former Angel.
Yep. And then for the UNLV fans, who he was MVP of the Final Four or the championship, was Anderson Hunt.
Right on. And then the following show, you have Medusa coming in
Medusa?
April, right?
Yeah, he keeps scrolling too quick. I can't read that quick.
Well, we're running out of time. Well, it's
Yes.
your information. You shouldn't have to rely on the teleprompter. Hey, by the way, Thoughts Count Anywhere. Where can people get information for sponsoring us?
You can email me at thoughtscountanywherepodcast@gmail.com.
And proudly, we are happy to announce that starting next week, we actually have a new sponsor joining us.
We'll be sponsored by Axhole Vegas, which is on 450 Fremont Street in the Neonopolis.
Go visit them.
That's right. Welcome aboard. We appreciate you. And listen, join the crowd. There it is. They're up there. Be careful how we say Axhole. We don't want to have any uploading issues. And
I think
hopefully
we
more.
already broke that rule.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
I've heard about this.
Yeah, this is not good.
Not good at all.
Not good.
I want to go to Parts Unknown right now.
Yeah, really, anywhere to get us out of here. Okay, so we got to wrap up quickly. Get done before we're visited by the one and only. Good show tonight, guys. We've been all over the place. It's been a fun show, if not informative. We got to the news. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. And next week, we have no idea what we're going to do yet. You'll find out on Facebook. We want to congratulate the winners for getting their tickets. More tickets to come next week, right?
Yes, sir.
Make sure when the show's up that you tune in, if not to the replay here on Go Live on Sunday at 6 p.m. Be sure you check all of our podcast outlets.
Keep an eye on our Facebook page also, because we're going to do a social media giveaway for tickets also.
Right
And
on.
March 7th, you and I are back together with the Power Play Sports
Yes.
Cards podcast.
8 a.m. Pacific time, Saturday, March 7th. Power Play Sports Collectibles Show. We'll be back from hiatus.
You have
so
a cake for me?
I'll have a cupcake with a candle if you'd like.
Okay.
I don't know about a cake. Anyway, all right, before the Fiend comes in here, I'm out of here, guys.
Take care. You guys have a good week.
Thank everybody for watching. From all of us here at TCA for Go Live Vegas, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week right here on Thoughts Count Anywhere.